Your sister-in-law tried to destroy you. The truth is out tonight. My dear child, if you believe in angels, start this video and watch it completely. Archangel Michael says this is very serious. Do not ignore this message. I order you to read every word because the truth about your life, your family, and the very people you trusted is being revealed right now. Your sister-in-law tried to destroy you. She plotted against you in ways you cannot yet imagine. But tonight, the truth comes to light. Tonight, God's justice is unveiled and nothing can stop the divine unfolding that surrounds you. This is not a warning. It is not a suggestion. It is a command from heaven delivered by Michael, the warrior of God, whose eyes are on every detail, whose sword strikes with precision and whose heart cries for justice for you. Tonight, your sister-in-law's secret schemes are exposed. Every whisper, every hidden move she made, every plan to undermine your peace, your work, your relationships, and even your spiritual path. It is all out in the open. Now, God says, do not underestimate the depth of her deceit. Archangel Michael has been crying for weeks, for months, for the moments you have been in silent danger without knowing it. He says, this is not a joke. The time for hiding and pretending is over. You must open your heart, your eyes, and prepare for what is coming. Your sister-in-law thought she could manipulate your family, your home, and your connections. She believed she could twist truth into lies and make others doubt you. She believed her plans were invisible. But God says nothing is hidden from divine sight. Every action, every intention, every word she whispered in secret, God has recorded it, and tonight it will be revealed with clarity. The very people she trusted to support her schemes are already witnesses to her actions. The universe itself conspires for your vindication. Archangel Michael says, prepare yourself tonight. The veil lifts tonight. The hidden reality comes to light. You may have felt a weight on your heart, a tension you could not explain, a sense of unease around your sister-in-law. God confirms this is real. You were never imagining it. The subtle sabotage, the undermining comments, the false stories, these were all intended to harm you, to steal from you, to damage your reputation, your peace, and your blessings. But God says enough. Michael's sword cuts through deceit. His light shines on lies and his presence protects you from further harm. Tonight, revelations will occur. You may hear things. You may see proofs. You may witness conversations or actions that shock you. God says, brace yourself for these truths may strike with force, but they are not meant to hurt you. They are meant to free you, to liberate you from confusion, from manipulation, from the spiritual and emotional attacks that have plagued you. Archangel Michael commands you, stand firm. Do not recoil in fear. Face the truth with courage. This is your moment of liberation. Your sister-in-law's attempts to isolate you, to turn people against you, to erase your achievements, and to manipulate situations have all failed under the watchful eye of God. Every misstep she took, every plot she constructed, every betrayal she thought would remain hidden, God has preserved them in perfect order, and tonight they will be revealed in ways she cannot control. Michael says, "The truth will rise and the liars will fall." Trust in God and trust in the timing of divine revelation. You may ask, why did God allow this to happen? Why did my sister-in-law succeed in hurting me for so long? God says, every trial is a preparation. Every betrayal is a lesson. Every secret attack is a moment where your faith, your resilience, and your integrity are tested and strengthened. Michael whispers, "You were never alone. I was always by your side. I shielded you from the worst. I diverted the hidden dangers and I ensured that your light remained intact." Tonight, the atmosphere around your home, your family, and your personal space shifts. The spiritual weight that has pressed upon you begins to lift. Michael says, "Open your heart to receive divine justice. Open your eyes to see the true nature of those around you. Open your soul to the liberation that God is delivering." God reveals that your sister-in-law's motives were rooted in envy, greed, and fear. She feared your success, your recognition, your gifts, and your future. She believed that by diminishing you, she could elevate herself. But God says her elevation was never possible at your expense. Divine order ensures that your path remains intact. Your blessings flow unblocked and her deceit returns upon her in ways that she cannot prevent. Michael says, "Tonight justice walks among you. The lies crumble. The truth endures. Stand firm in faith, for your vindication is at hand." You may notice strange coincidences, unexpected confessions, or hidden evidence surfacing tonight. God says, "Pay attention." These signs are confirmations. Michael says, "Do not dismiss even the smallest clue. Every detail matters. Every revelation is part of the divine plan to restore your life and reveal the truth fully." Your heart may tremble, your emotions may surge, and the urge for confrontation may rise. God says, maintain peace. Do not act out of anger or revenge. Michael says justice is not carried out by human hands tonight. It is carried out by divine timing. Observe, record, and let the truth speak for itself. Stand in awe of God's wisdom and trust in His protection. The people you once trusted to mediate, to protect, to love you unconditionally may now become instruments of truth. God says these individuals will align to reveal the secrets that were kept from you. Michael says, watch for allies where you least expect them. The universe arranges encounters for revelation. Do not ignore signs, dreams, or nudges from the Spirit. Pay attention, for tonight your reality changes forever. Your sister-in-law may attempt to hide, to lie further, or to manipulate once the exposure begins. God says her attempts are futile. Michael's sword of light intercepts deceit, and the divine order ensures her plans unravel. You may witness betrayal becoming apparent to others, alliances shifting against her, and hidden manipulations surfacing. God says, do not rejoice in her downfall. Rather, rejoice in your liberation. Celebrate the truth and the protection of your spirit. Tonight, Archangel Michael instructs you to take a moment for prayer, reflection, and grounding. God says, your spirit must be calm to receive the revelations fully. Do not be overwhelmed by shock or anger. Stand firm in faith and let my light guide your understanding. Michael says, prepare a space for divine clarity. Light a candle, focus your heart, and open yourself fully to the messages that arrive. This is sacred. This is urgent. This is your moment of truth. If you'd like to donate or show your appreciation, you can give a super thanks up to $100. God reveals that the influence of your sister-in-law extended beyond what you saw. She attempted to manipulate finances, relationships, professional connections, and even your spiritual path. But God says, your guardianship is stronger than her schemes. Michael confirms nothing can touch the foundation of your destiny. Every attack she launched bounced off the shield of divine protection surrounding you. Her success was an illusion. Your victory was assured from the start. Expect conversations, documents, and encounters tonight that bring undeniable proof. God says, keep these close, these are not just signs. They are evidence of divine intervention and human deceit exposed. Michael says, this is your inheritance of truth. This is your shield of justice. Do not underestimate the power of revelation. Your family may finally understand the hidden dynamics. Misunderstandings, false impressions, and deception may dissolve under the light of truth. God says, tonight, your relationships are purified. The lies that have clouded hearts and minds are cleared. Peace and clarity enter the spaces that deceit occupied. Michael whispers, you are about to witness hearts opening to truth, justice prevailing, and the chains of betrayal breaking. God commands you, guard your peace, but do not hide from revelation. Michael says, step boldly. Face every proof. Accept the truth fully. The exposure of your sister-in-law is part of a divine reset. She will learn. She will confront her actions, and she will face consequences aligned with divine justice. Your heart may feel heavy. Your mind racing, and your soul awakened. God says, embrace it. Every emotion is a signal from Spirit guiding you to deeper understanding. Michael says, feel, process, reflect, but do not be consumed by anger or revenge. The universe handles justice. Your role is clarity, integrity, and faith. Tonight, when the exposure unfolds, God wants you to remember your sister-in-law's actions never defined you. Her deceit never diminished your worth. Michael says, stand tall in your identity. You are protected. You are blessed. You are seen. You are victorious. Every hidden agenda, every secret betrayal, every whispered lie about you is being turned into evidence of your integrity and her deceit. God says the night reveals truth. The light of heaven illuminates every shadow she cast. Your victory is not just possible, it is inevitable. Michael adds, do not fear the confrontation with truth. It is sacred. It is liberation. It is justice. And it is yours. God says, tonight, watch for subtle miracles. Unexpected calls, messages, documents, or even witnesses may appear. Pay attention. Michael says, divine timing is perfect. Nothing will be missed. Every revelation occurs at the exact moment required for truth to be undeniable. Your sister-in-law may act shocked, defensive, or manipulative when confronted. God says, let her reactions be a confirmation. Michael says, observe. But do not react with malice. The universe handles karmic balance. Your role is clarity, witness, and steadfast faith. God emphasizes this is not just about her. This is about your spiritual awakening, your protection, and your liberation from all that tried to harm you. Michael says, tonight is a turning point. The chains of deceit fall. The light of truth shines. You are free to move forward with courage and divine assurance. Every tear you've shed in confusion, every moment you doubted your worth, every whisper of fear, the truth now releases you. God says, you are vindicated, you are protected. You are loved beyond measure. Michael says, rejoice in your liberation. Stand in the glory of truth revealed. Your sister-in-law's schemes fail, but your spirit triumphs. Tonight, God's message is clear. Archangel Michael commands you to open your heart fully, to receive truth, to witness justice, and to step forward unafraid. The exposure is total. The revelation is unstoppable and the blessings you were always meant to receive flow unhindered. You are safe, you are protected. You are loved. Trust in God. Trust in Michael. And watch as the hidden truth unfolds. God says, my beloved child, this is very serious. Archangel Michael is speaking to you directly right now, and you must listen carefully. He says, I order you to pay attention. This message is not ordinary. This is not for anyone else but you. Do not ignore it. Stop whatever you are doing and open your heart to receive this. He is standing by your side. His wings spread wide and his presence is so powerful that the air around you trembles with his authority. He has a message that cannot wait. Your sister-in-law, yes, the one you trusted, the one you thought was loyal, has tried to destroy you. The truth is about to come out tonight and you need to be prepared. Do not let fear cloud your heart because God says He is with you. You are safe. You are protected. And your life is being watched over by divine forces that your mind cannot even comprehend. Archangel Michael says, the time of exposure has arrived. The secrets that have been hidden in the shadows. The lies that have been whispered behind your back, the manipulations meant to hurt your reputation, your finances, your family, all are coming to light tonight. This is not a joke. This is real. You are about to witness the truth. Listen carefully, my child. God says, your sister-in-law has acted out of jealousy, greed, and a desire to gain what was not hers to take. She plotted in secret. She whispered deceit. She created situations meant to weaken your position, to sow confusion among your loved ones, to create doubt in your heart. But Archangel Michael says that every lie, every scheme, every plan she has made against you will fail. The heavens have seen it all. The angels have witnessed the hidden actions, and tonight the truth will no longer be hidden. Archangel Michael says, prepare yourself because you will see things you never imagined. People you trusted may reveal information that shocks you. Documents, messages, and proof will surface. Your sister-in-law's deceit will be undeniable. The cover-ups, the attempts to twist the truth, the manipulations, all will be revealed in ways that she cannot control. God's justice will prevail, and you will witness it firsthand. Open your eyes and your heart, for what comes will require your full attention. God says this is not only about exposing wrongdoing. This is about protecting your future, your peace, and your integrity. Your sister-in-law's actions were meant to hurt you, to make you doubt your own worth, to make you question your instincts and your trust. But God says you must rise above the fear and the pain. Do not retaliate in anger or allow bitterness to enter your heart. Archangel Michael says, do not act impulsively. Stand firm in truth. Watch and observe, for God will handle the judgment. Tonight, my child, you may feel a whirlwind of emotions. Shock, betrayal, sadness, perhaps even rage. These are natural. But Archangel Michael urges you to stay calm, to focus, to breathe. God says your spirit is stronger than you know. You have faced trials before and you will overcome this as well. This is a divine test of your patience, your faith, and your discernment. Do not falter now. The angels are surrounding you with light, shielding you from harm and preparing you to witness the unveiling of truth. Be alert. Be vigilant. Archangel Michael says, pay attention to the small signs tonight. Pay attention to who comes forward, what is revealed in conversations, what documents surface, what messages arrive. Every detail matters. Every revelation is part of the divine plan. Do not dismiss anything, for even the smallest piece of evidence will contribute to the full picture of the truth. Your sister-in-law's attempts to destroy you will not succeed, and the universe is aligning to prove it. God says, you may feel confused and you may feel alone in this moment, but you are not. Archangel Michael is right beside you. His sword of light is drawn, ready to defend you. His voice is clear, commanding, and filled with authority. He says, I will protect you. I will guide you. I will expose the lies that have been hidden. You have nothing to fear. The darkness that sought to harm you will crumble. The schemes that were laid in secret will be brought into the light. Your sister-in-law may attempt to deny, to deflect, to manipulate further, but Archangel Michael says it will not work. The evidence is already set in motion. The truth will be undeniable. Her deceit will be exposed. She will not be able to hide behind lies any longer. God's justice is patient but unstoppable. She cannot escape the consequences of her actions. God says, tonight is a turning point. This is a moment that will mark the end of deception and the beginning of clarity. You will see who stands with you and who does not. You will witness loyalty, betrayal, truth, and falsehood in ways that cannot be hidden. Archangel Michael says, do not be afraid of the revelations. They are necessary. They are meant to protect you. They are meant to show you the reality, so that you can move forward with clarity, confidence, and divine support. Remember, my child, this is not punishment. This is not vengeance. This is divine alignment. God says you are being protected. You are being guided. You are being given the opportunity to see clearly who is trustworthy and who is not. Your sister-in-law's actions, though meant to harm, will become the very evidence that strengthens your position, your relationships, and your future. Archangel Michael says, you may feel anger, you may feel pain, you may feel sorrow, but do not let these feelings dictate your actions. Observe, learn, gather the evidence, protect yourself, let the truth unfold naturally. God will handle the judgment and the consequences. Your sister-in-law will face the outcomes of her own choices, and you will emerge victorious not by your own hand but by divine intervention. God says this is a time for prayer, reflection, and faith. Call upon Archangel Michael. Speak to him in your heart. Say, Michael, guide me. Protect me, reveal the truth, and shield me from harm. He is listening. He is responding. His presence is surrounding you with light, cutting through darkness and preparing you for the revelations to come. Tonight you may receive messages, documents, or witness events that shock you. Do not panic. Archangel Michael says, take everything in calmly. Verify, discern, and trust in God's plan. This is not chaos. This is divine order unfolding. The truth will set you free, and it will ensure that no harm comes to you, no matter how clever the deception may seem. Your sister-in-law's attempts to harm you were not only wrong, but they were futile. God says, "Nothing escapes my sight. Nothing hidden remains hidden forever." Every action, every intention, every word spoken in secret will be revealed. You are under my protection, and I will not allow injustice to prevail against you. Archangel Michael says, "Stand strong. Hold your ground. Do not let fear or anger guide you. Let God's light guide your heart, your mind, and your actions." God says, this night will mark a new chapter. The past, the manipulation, the deceit, all will be exposed and left behind. Your sister-in-law's attempt to destroy you will become a lesson, a testimony of God's protection, and a proof of your resilience. Archangel Michael says, "You are stronger than you realize. You have endured challenges before, and you will endure this as well. But this is different. This is divine intervention. You will see the truth in a way that cannot be denied. Pay attention to the people around you. God says some will surprise you. Some will reveal loyalty. Others will reveal betrayal. Pay attention to details. Watch conversations. Listen carefully. Observe actions. Even what seems minor may be significant. Every piece of information matters in the unfolding of truth. Archangel Michael says, "Do not be shaken by appearances. Do not be swayed by charm or false apologies. Truth is revealed through evidence, through honesty, and through divine guidance. Trust in my direction. Trust in God's plan. The deception that sought to harm you will be exposed fully, and justice will be served. God says you are being protected in ways that you cannot yet comprehend. The angels are surrounding you. Your loved ones who are loyal will be guided to support you. Those who are not loyal will be revealed by their actions, by their words, and by circumstances. Archangel Michael says, "Watch carefully. Observe all that occurs tonight. The truth is coming, and you will witness it in full clarity. This is not a warning to frighten you, but to prepare you. You are being guided by heaven itself. God speaks to you today, and his voice is firm, loving, and urgent. This is not an ordinary message. This is a divine alert, a sacred warning meant only for you. Archangel Michael stands beside you right now. His wings spread wide, his sword blazing with the light of heaven. He does not speak lightly. And when he says, "This is very serious," it is not hyperbole. He is issuing a command from God himself. Your attention is required. Your heart must be open, and your faith must be unwavering. This is a moment of revelation, a spiritual turning point that will affect the course of your life profoundly. You are being warned that someone close to you, someone you may have trusted, has tried to undermine your life. Your sister-in-law has been plotting, manipulating circumstances in an attempt to bring harm upon you. Her intentions have been hidden, cloaked in false smiles, feigned care, and calculated words. But God's truth cannot be hidden. Everything she has done to harm you has been recorded in the divine ledger. Nothing escapes the sight of the Almighty tonight. The truth will emerge. The darkness she tried to cast over your life will dissipate like mist in the morning sun. Archangel Michael emphasizes the gravity of this moment. He says this is not a suggestion, not a casual observation. He says, do not ignore this message. I order you to pay attention to act in alignment with the guidance you are receiving. This is the voice of divine authority. It resonates within your soul, awakening you to the reality of God's protection and His unending vigilance over your life. You are not alone in this. You have never been alone. Even when the shadows of deceit and betrayal seem to close in around you, the hand of God has been holding you, guiding you, shielding you from the worst of it. Tonight, you will witness the unveiling of truth. What has been hidden? What has been whispered behind closed doors? What has been done in secret with the intent to harm you? All of it is coming to light. This revelation may be shocking. It may stir anger, fear, or disbelief within you. Allow these emotions to flow, but do not let them control you. Stand firm in your faith. Trust that God's timing is perfect and that His justice is unerring. The exposure of your sister-in-law's schemes is not for punishment alone. It is for your protection, for your spiritual clarity, and for your liberation from any ties of deceit that have been binding you. God is reminding you that you are safe. Nothing can penetrate the divine shield around you when you align yourself with Him. Fear may try to creep in and doubt may whisper lies in the quiet corners of your mind. But know this, God is with you. He is guiding you through every step, every breath, every heartbeat. Trust in Him. Pray to Him. Lean into His presence and allow His light to illuminate the path ahead. The prayers you have whispered in secret, the tears shed in silence, the moments when you felt invisible or unheard, they have all been seen and acknowledged by God. He knows your pain. He knows your struggle. And He knows your heart. Archangel Michael continues to speak, his voice both commanding and tender. He tells you to prepare for what is coming tonight, not with fear, but with the steady confidence of someone who walks in alignment with God's will. Do not seek revenge, for that is not the path God has chosen for you. Instead, embrace the revelation with clarity and calmness. Let it empower you to set boundaries, to release what no longer serves your highest good, and to step fully into the protection and blessings that are already yours. Your sister-in-law's attempts to destroy you will fail, for they have been measured against the infinite power of God. Every scheme, every attempt at manipulation, every lie spoken or action taken in secret has already been accounted for in God's divine plan. Her actions, while harmful in intention, have inadvertently set the stage for your triumph. Through this exposure, you will gain clarity, strength, and an unshakable understanding of who you are in the eyes of God. The moment of revelation is also a moment of choice. You have the power to respond with wisdom and grace. You can allow anger or bitterness to take hold, or you can rise above it, knowing that God's justice is perfect, and that He will right every wrong in His timing. Prayer is your weapon, faith is your shield, and discernment is your compass. These tools granted by the Almighty are more powerful than any human scheme or attempt at harm. Use them to navigate the truth you are about to witness, and you will find peace even in the midst of chaos. Tonight, as the truth comes forth, you may feel a surge of emotions, shock, betrayal, sorrow, or even relief. Each of these feelings is natural and valid. Allow yourself to process them fully, but do not linger in them longer than necessary. God is calling you forward into a new chapter of your life that is free from deception and full of clarity. Archangel Michael reminds you that this is not the time for hesitation. This is the time for courage, for faith, for active trust in the divine order that governs all things. Your prayers are powerful. Your faith is a conduit through which God's protection flows. Continue to pray. Continue to seek His guidance. And continue to trust in His plan. The unfolding of tonight's events is not random. It is a divine orchestration designed to reveal truth, protect your integrity, and guide you toward spiritual empowerment. Remember that every action, every word, and every thought is being watched over by God. Nothing escapes His sight, and nothing can derail His purpose for your life. As the night progresses, pay attention to the signs around you. Archangel Michael is always present, but he often works through subtle indications, an unexpected message, a sudden insight. A feeling in your heart that you cannot explain. Be alert, be aware, and be receptive. The unveiling of your sister-in-law's actions may come through many channels, but God's message will be unmistakable. It will resonate deeply within you, and you will know it is truth. You may feel a desire to confront or react. And while it is important to set boundaries and protect yourself, remember that divine timing surpasses human timing. Allow God to lead the resolution. Your sister-in-law's exposure is not for humiliation. It is for justice, clarity, and the protection of your soul. Keep your heart centered, your mind clear, and your spirit attuned to God's guidance. God assures you that you are safe. Nothing that has been done against you can overcome the protection He has placed around you. Every scheme, every secret plan, every malicious intent has been rendered powerless by His will. You are shielded, you are loved, and you are guided. Archangel Michael stands vigilant, ready to act on your behalf at a moment's notice. You are not alone. You have never been alone, and you will never be alone. Tonight, as the truth is revealed, take a moment to offer gratitude. Thank God for His unwavering protection, for His guidance, and for His presence in your life. Thank Archangel Michael for his vigilance, his courage, and his unwavering dedication to your safety. These acknowledgments strengthen your spiritual connection and reinforce the divine protection surrounding you. Trust in God's plan. Stand in faith. Let your heart be courageous and your spirit be unwavering. The exposure of your sister-in-law's actions is a pivotal moment, but it is also a moment of liberation. You are being freed from deception, from harm, and from anything that seeks to diminish your light. Embrace this divine revelation with grace, courage, and unwavering trust in God. This message is urgent because your soul's clarity depends on it. Do not delay, do not doubt, and do not ignore the signs. Archangel Michael's warning is clear. This is very serious. He orders your attention, your faith, and your readiness to act in alignment with divine guidance. God's hand is upon you, shielding you, guiding you, and ensuring that nothing will go wrong. Tonight, the truth will emerge, and with it comes freedom, clarity, and the protection of God. You are safe, you are guided, and you are divinely empowered. Trust in God. Pray with intention and allow the unfolding of these events to strengthen your faith and your understanding of His perfect plan. God says this is for you and you must listen very carefully. Archangel Michael has come to me with a message that cannot wait, and you are the only one who is meant to hear it. You have to understand that the events unfolding around you are not coincidental, and the spiritual forces are alerting you because something very serious has been attempted against you. Your sister-in-law, someone you may have trusted, someone close enough to you to have access to your life, has tried to destroy you. This is not a simple act of misunderstanding or petty argument. Accepted. It cannot be delayed. It cannot be misunderstood, but if you ignore this moment, if you delay, if you choose to scroll past or close your heart in doubt, you will miss the moment where heaven literally walked through your front door and handed you your next season. Michael says this is extremely serious. He is not speaking gently today. He is raising his voice in command because he knows what's been hidden from you. He knows about the phone call someone made using your name. He knows about the signature that appeared on a document you never touched. He knows about the woman who swore to keep this secret buried until her last breath. But God says no more. He is tearing the veil. He is revealing the plan. And this is why the news entering your house is so shocking. It's a message you were never meant to see. A letter they paid someone to hide. A report with your name redacted. But now God is putting it in your hands, and you must open it immediately. You've been wondering why you feel like you're being watched lately. You felt the strange chills, the way the atmosphere changes in your house at night. You've heard the sudden creaks of the floor. You've had dreams that left you gasping. It's not coincidence. It's not imagination. Heaven has been trying to reach you. The angels have been circling. You are surrounded. But not by danger. You are surrounded by revelation. A truth so large, so heavy, so eternally important that the entire spiritual realm has paused, just waiting for you to open your eyes and receive what's about to be poured into your life. Michael says, this moment was prophesied. A scroll was opened in heaven and your name was read aloud. The scroll stated the exact date and hour you would receive this message. This is not accidental. The time was written. The hour was sealed. And here you are in the center of the divine fulfillment of that heavenly timeline. Your body is on earth, but your spirit is standing in the throne room listening to this proclamation. My beloved, I have chosen you. And now what was stolen from you will be returned sevenfold. You need to understand something urgently. A woman you trusted was involved in the delay of your breakthrough. She smiled in your presence but concealed her jealousy. She knew what was promised to you. She knew that your calling would outshine hers. So she planted lies. She aligned with a man who has influence and access. Together they drafted a story. They made calls. They delayed letters. They withheld blessings. But they made one mistake. They underestimated the power of divine justice. And now their plan is crumbling. You were never forgotten. You were never disqualified. You were simply delayed for this divine moment, and now it is time. Michael says the angels are shifting files in your favor. He says he personally stood guard while heaven corrected your name on records that had been forged. He watched as God reattached blessings that had been rerouted. And he wept, not because you were weak, but because even after all you suffered, you never stopped believing. You never stopped hoping. You never stopped waiting. And now the heavens are roaring your name. Open your hands. It's coming. It's coming. Now the surprising news entering your house is not just financial, though it carries abundance. It is not just relational, though it reconnects you with someone you thought was gone forever. It is not just spiritual, though it opens a doorway into the deepest peace you have ever known. It is all of these things and more. It is redemption. It is reversal. It is resurrection. That's why Michael's tone is not soft today. That's why he says, don't you dare skip this. You have a tendency to say, maybe later. But this cannot wait. The moment you delay is the moment darkness tries to step back in. You must stand firm. You must decide with full conviction that this is your hour. This is your miracle. This is your revelation. You are not reading this by chance. The spirit realm orchestrated this alignment. 1,000 chains have broken just so your heart could be free to read these words. 1,000 obstacles were moved so this message could find you right now. God says this is not small. This is the miracle you've begged me for delivered to your very doorstep. You may be wondering, what do I need to do? God says the instructions are simple. Open your heart fully. Do not just skim this. Read it as if your life depends on it, because in some ways it does. Your next direction, your next connection, your next restoration depends on how deeply you absorb this moment. Heaven has sent you the map. The door has been unlocked. Now all you must do is walk through, receive it, believe it, declare it. Speak out loud. I receive what heaven has for me. I reject the lies told about me. I open my door to divine news. I will not fear. I will not delay. I am ready. Archangel Michael says, the envelope being delivered into your house carries more than just information. It carries the release of generational healing. Someone in your family line made a covenant of silence, a vow to hide what happened decades ago. That silence became a curse, a spiritual blockage. But now that truth is being released, and as it is spoken, your entire bloodline will begin to shift. Watch what happens in the next 7 days. Someone who has not spoken to you in years will suddenly reach out. They may try to downplay it, but listen closely. Hidden in their words is a clue. A divine thread. Pull on it. Follow it. It will lead you directly to the truth. God says you have been set apart. You are not crazy for feeling like you didn't fit in. You weren't meant to blend. You were meant to break barriers. That's why they resisted you. That's why they gossiped. That's why doors were slammed in your face. But now the door that no man can shut is being opened by God Himself. And it leads straight to a throne room miracle. There is someone watching you from afar. They know what's about to come to you. They feel it. They've had dreams about it. They are afraid. Not because you are a threat, but because they know that once you rise, the truth will shine so brightly, it will expose everything. That's why you were being spiritually attacked so intensely. That's why you couldn't sleep. That's why the dreams became so vivid. But all of that ends today because the divine order has been released. Open it now. Let no fear stop you. The miracle entering your house will arrive in layers. First, a small sign. A message, a number that repeats, a face that appears unexpectedly. Then the confirmation, a deposit, a document, a revelation. Then finally, the full reward. A full circle moment that will leave you breathless with joy, tears, and awe. You'll whisper, only God could have done this. And He will say back, I told you to trust me. Michael says, The woman who tried to block this miracle is being silenced. Her access is revoked. Her influence is collapsing. You don't have to fight her. Heaven is handling it. Your job is simply to stay open and obedient. That's it. Don't retaliate. Don't fall into despair. You are not a victim. You are the chosen vessel for a miracle that is too large for human hands to stop. Now listen closely. Before midnight tonight, something will shift in your home. You may hear a sound. You may sense something pass by. You may have a dream. Whatever happens, don't ignore it. It is the sign Michael promised. It is the confirmation that heaven has entered your space, the delivery has been made, and it is for you and only you. Do not let fear block your hands from receiving. Do not let doubt steal what you've waited for. God says you are loved with a love so vast it cannot be measured. Every delay you endured is now being reversed. Every prayer you whispered is now being answered. Every accusation made against you is being dismissed. The courtroom of heaven has ruled in your favor and the angels are rejoicing. But the key lies in this moment right now. Will you open your soul and receive what,